Japan calls on allies around the world to unite against China. Japan has called on Europe, the United States and other Asian nations to come together to stand up to China following its rapid extension in the South China Sea. Japanese Defense Minister Nobuo Kishi told the European Parliament Security and Defense Subcommittee, "China has been beefing up its military capacity very rapidly and we are not sure what the Chinese intentions are. And we are seriously concerned with this." NATO leaders on Monday said for the first time that China's rise presents systemic challenges. U.S. President Joe Biden's 8-day trip to Europe focused on rallying support for an American strategy to contain rising Chinese power. China's mission to the EU rebuked NATO and said it is committed to a defense policy that is defensive in nature. Kishi told EU lawmakers that China's ballistic missiles, its decision to increase its defense budget to 4 times that of Japan and its militarization of islands in the South China Sea needed to be observed vigilantly to preserve peace. They're expanding their national defense budget enormously, he said. The international community must come up with one voice to approach China, he said, also calling for Beijing to explain why it was also rapidly developing its air force, now the 3rd largest in the world, according to U.S. Department of Defense data. China has the world's largest navy, with a greater number of battle force ships and submarines than the United States, the world's foremost military power, according to the U.S. data, based on 2019 developments. China also has more than 1,250 ground-launched ballistic missiles and ground-launched cruise missiles with ranges between 500 kilometers, 311 miles, and 5,500 kilometers, a longer range than the United States. The United States has no ground-launched cruise missiles, the U.S. data said, after signing arms control agreements with Russia that China is not subject to. It comes as China does not tolerate foreign forces intervening in Taiwan issues and has to make strong responses to such acts of collusion, the government said on Wednesday after the island reported the largest incursion to date of Chinese aircraft. 28 Chinese Air Force aircraft, including fighters and nuclear-capable bombers, entered Taiwan's Air Defense Identification Zone, ADIZ, on Tuesday, the Chinese-claimed island's government said. The incident came after the group of 7 leaders issued a joint statement on Sunday scolding China for a series of issues and underscored the importance of peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait, comments China condemned as slander. Asked at a news conference whether the military activity was related to the G7 statement, Ma Xiaoguang, spokesman for China's Taiwan Affairs Office, said it was Taiwan's government that was to blame for tensions. Beijing believes the island's government is working with foreign countries to seek formal independence. We will never tolerate attempts to seek independence or wanton intervention in the Taiwan issue by foreign forces, so we need to make a strong response to these acts of collusion, Ma said. Democratically ruled Taiwan has complained over the last few months of repeated missions by China's Air Force near the island, concentrated in the southwestern part of its air defense zone near the Taiwan-controlled Pratas Islands. However, this time not only did the Chinese aircraft fly in an area close to the Pratas Islands, but the bombers and some of the fighters flew around the southern part of Taiwan near the bottom tip of the island, according to Taiwan's defense ministry.